4, 3, 2, 1.
What up? My name is Phil, and I've closed over $1 million in my own businesses and for my clients. And today we're going to talk about how to attract clients and how to interview them. And I have nothing to sell you. Okay. Now, closers, right? These are a great group of people. A lot of them don't really treat this as much of a business initially, right? They're kind of just like stragglers. They're just like, hey man, this sounds kind of cool, right? A lot of closers haven't run their own businesses themselves. So that's kind of their hindrance there, and that's where all this comes in. So here's what we're going to talk about here. How to attract the clients. How are you going to get these people to let you close for them? How are we going to do that? All right, most of it is word of mouth and people you know. That's how you're probably going to get your really sweet gigs, okay? You're going to get some good business that's always the best. That's almost like referral business. I mean, that's, word of mouth referral, that's always very powerful in any arena. So it's going to be a lot of that. You always want to have your feelers out. You always want people to know this is what you do. Hey, if you know somebody that needs a closer, call me, right? Send them my way. Connect us. You need to be saying that to people that are in the business world in whatever industry you want to be in, okay? Who the duck are you? You need to have a who the duck am I video, all right? Because here's what that's going to do for you. Here's what mine is like. Because I set up my businesses, right? So I actually show the people the marketing campaign I did, the calls that came in and got booked, the call booking page, and then I actually show them the contracts that I closed on that day in that business, from that booking page, from that funnel, in a Loom video. So they know who I'm talking, they know who the duck am I. They know that I know what I'm talking about. I made my own money in my own business, and I'm not just doing this because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing this because for a very specific reason, because this is my number one best talent of all those things that I've already done. Of all the things that I've already done in every business, this is my number one thing. So that's why I do this. But you need to show, you need to have your version of a who the duck am I video. It needs to be whatever you have done in the business world that you are most proud of, that you can show the most evidence for. It's very simple. It's also who are you, right? And actually show your personality and be who you really are, right? People don't even know why they can do it, but they can sense it when you're not, right? So who the duck am I video is really for these people here, the people that you screenshot the ads, and for these people here, for people that, connect you and they're like, oh, hey, can you send me a call recording, right? And then have that attached to that. So you send them a call recording of you closing somebody, and then you also send them, the who are you, what be a real person, and then what you've done in a Loom video. So you're gonna have that to send to people whose ads you see on social media that are great. The more you know about ads and funnels, the better this is going to be for you as a gig, because you're going to be able to spot bad funnels, and you're going to be able to know what good funnels are. You're going to be able to know what you actually want to be a part of, instead of just being like the newbie closer and just saying yes to everything that comes up, okay? Don't do that, all right? And so having this is going to prevent a lot of that. And like I said, I do this all the time. Anybody that I see wanting a closer, I'm like, okay, because I know good ads, and so I'm like, oh, that was a great ad. And I go through their little funnel, and I'm like, I could sell for this funnel. That's how I'm finding how to attract clients. That's how I'm finding clients, because what better way to find who you want to sell for than to actually go through their funnel and gauge if it's good or not. Who are you gonna ask if they're gonna be like, yeah, my funnel's like, okay, you should maybe close for me. No, everybody has the best funnel. Everybody's gonna make $1 billion, and that's why you need to go through their funnels on your own, and you always need to be letting people know what you do, and you need to have something to show them that you've done what you say that you've done, okay? Now, moving on, how to interview them. Okay, so you get the call, you get the interview. They like your who the duck are you video. They like it. They want to meet you. What are we talking about on that call? This is what we're talking about here, okay? So, how do they pay? We're going to want to know base, because you need a base because of refunds. Refunds are why you need a base. You can talk about refunds. You're going to talk about commission, and you're going to always start on the high end of whatever's appropriate for that industry. And then you're talking about the pay schedule. You shouldn't be getting paid once a month. That's insane, okay? So, base, commission, pay schedule, refunds. Number one, what to ask, when to interview, how to interview them, right? Because that's what this is. Like, trust me, you do not want to just work with anybody. You want to work with the best businesses that you could possibly work with, okay? So how are they coming in? This is their funnel. This is their offer. What's the offer? What industry are we in? Is that industry growing or dying? Have their socials been growing or dying? How much are they spending on ads? That's one you should have on there. If not ads, why not ads? And if only organic, how much organic are they posting? What kind of backlog do they have, or are you going to be waiting for them to go create new footage? Rewind that and re-listen to that, write all that down, bring that to this call, okay? Because number 3, what kind of numbers are they doing? Let me explain it. This is very simple, okay? If they're making $100,000 a month, and for the sake of numbers, they only want to pay you 10% because they don't see your true value and worth yet, then there's only 10K there for you to make, and depending on how many other people are on the team, if there is a team, you know what you even stand to make, right? You don't want to just be going into this being like, boy, I'm a closer. I can really pound out these calls and I can really make a ton of money, not knowing, they've never made $100,000 a month, and you're only going to get paid 10%. And last month they did $45,000 a month, and they're trying to teach you how to close for them as their first closer. And the most money you could possibly stand to make is $4,500, and you didn't negotiate a base. So you're just basically working for free, and you basically are in a very bad situation. You don't want to do that. So what kind of numbers are they doing? How long have they been around? How long have they been around? What kind of numbers are they doing? I'm going to say you're going to because this is what this video is about, is how do we get with the best brands possible, selling the best things possible. If they haven't been around for at least a year, if they've been around for a year, maybe give them a chance if they're really doing some numbers. But if they haven't been around for 5+ years, and if they have been around for 5+ years and they're not doing some serious numbers, that's a red flag. So you want to be around have them be around for over 5 years, and really doing some numbers. In the millions, right? We want to be in the millions, and it depends on what you want to sell and where you want to be, but if they're a serious business, they should be making over $1 million a year, and they should be around for a few years. So that really wraps that point up there. So I would encourage you, go back, re-listen to a couple of these things. These are all things that I've run into along my journey, and I know from my own businesses. So that is the video. Thank you for watching.
5, 4, 3.